Hi lovelies, this is Miss Geneva Tarot, and today we are getting right in your weekly love and career reading. All right, you guys, so we're covering all 12 Zodiac. And this is for April 21st through the 28th. And you guys, I like to think of Mondays of like the new year, right? We're just kind of clearing the slate, starting new. So there's, tons of potential for this week. And I want to help you tune into that. If it's love, career, or maybe both. So make sure you're subscribing. Let me know if you like these videos. Comment down below. Share it with a friend. All right, you guys. So, wow. Let's just get right in. And we're starting with Aries. Aries singles. Guys, what do we see for Aries singles? Give me some direct answers right now. Wow, you're feeling passionate, maybe getting out of your normal surroundings or doing new things to try to meet people. I always wanted to say you're coming out of the closet. So maybe that's the case for some of you. If so, congratulations. I'm glad you're feeling yourself and courageous enough to do so. But for others of you, just kind of coming out of your comfort zone. You're putting yourself out there. Maybe you're going out to places that people like to socialize. Maybe you've been traveling. But you're definitely, sharing your passion, being a passionate being, enjoying life. Maybe, getting out and doing the hobbies that you enjoy and enjoying the sunshine and all that goodness. And I have awareness, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. You got this whole new vibe about you, right? You've let the past go. And I feel like you were in a really bad area for a long time. But now you're like, I'm feeling myself and I am enjoying my life, living in the moment. And I like that because that's what's going to call in your person, Aries. I see people have been thinking about you, noticing you, and you might even get attention from somebody this week that's very admirable. And they're not just looking for a hookup, Aries, they're looking for a commitment. So I would be looking for that around midweek for some of you, give or take. This could be an earth sign. And I feel like they've been watching you for a minute. They're just finally coming forward and revealing that to you. So very cool, Aries. I love seeing that for you, and if that's the case, you let me know. If that falls into place for you, and you do have somebody that comes forward midweek, send me a message. I love hearing when my predictions come true. All right, so we are going to move forward to Aries that recently met someone. And this could be somebody you've been dating, just maybe thinking about or flirting with a little bit. All right, so we are shuffling these babies and picking up on energy. Guys, what do we see? Give us some direct answers right now. Wow. I see they're going to be up in their game. Whoa, for some of you, interesting enough, you have a past life connection with this person. I got the dream card, so I feel like you're going to be fulfilling your dreams. I see emotions growing this week. There's going to be a lot happening that you're unaware of. All right, so keep that in mind that you have no idea the energy this person's about to bring forward. The participation card, to me, is kind of a passionate, spicy card. Lots of energy coming your direction, wanting to know what you need to be there and for this relationship to go. Put the energy for this to grow. Look at this. We got the participation card. Look at the spiral. This is what they're looking for, growth, moving forward. And that's exactly what I see happening. We got the 6 of Cups. This is feelings and emotions growing. This is passion, happiness, and dreams coming true. All right, so you guys are building a foundation. I feel like this is definitely a new connection, and you have no idea where this is about to go. But here we got the past life card. So this is somebody that's part of your soul family, or you've had a past life connection with at some point in time. So you might have a sense of familiarity or feelings for this person that you can't quite understand. All right, so very cool, Aries. You might have got you a good catch. All right, so we're going to move forward to Aries and career. And this covers finances as well, you guys. Not just career. If you might see you coming into some money. Maybe you're going to win the lotto. Who knows? An inheritance or something in the lines of that. All right, here we go. Ooh, cards are getting thick, Aries. That means they have messages. Wow. Things are starting to look up for you, or maybe you're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel when it comes to money, but you're still kind of holding on to this negative vibe. You know, you're trying to fight it. You're trying to let it go and tune into, your abundance, that abundance energy that you really desire to have, but you're kind of conflicted. You're kind of not understanding how to make that transformation. I'm going to suggest meditation. Yeah, maybe even some hypnosis to help you kind of let go of what these past happenings, because they were just lessons. They have no barrier on what you could, manifest in the future. I see a lot of success for you. We have the rightness card in reverse, and the only thing is holding it back is you raising your energy to that higher level. So what I would do is I would ask myself, what's the difference in my energy of where I'm at right now, like my thought basis, how I feel, compared to how I would feel if I had what I desired? All right, so if you were successful in your career, if you had all the money that you desired, how would you feel? Because that's what we really want to feel like, right? We want to get ahead of the manifestation with our feelings and our emotions. And that's how you're going to call in your success. So I suggest taking a sit back. And the guides are like, yes, Miss G's on it. Because look at this. They put the daydream card up here. This is how you're going to manifest your dreams. Visualize it. As I always say, okay, see it, feel it, live it. All right? So you visualize it. You allow the amazing feelings of having it to grow up within you, and then you just let it go. You release it to the universe. And the next thing you know, you're living it. All right. Very cool. Happy to see that for you, Aries, that there's tons of abundance for the taking for you. So just raise that energy and align to your goodness. You guys see me looking past you. It's because I have a new beardie. Her name is Phoenix, and she's doing a little show over here for me. She's dancing in her enclosure, wanting me to get her out. All right, so we're moving forward to Taurus. Hi, Taurus. Thank you so much for being here today. Make sure you're subscribing, liking, sharing, and as always, if you want a more detailed reading, reach out to me on King, you guys. All right. Taurus singles. Guys, what do we see? Give me some direct answers right now. Oh, we got cards flying out the deck. Wow. For a lot of you Taurus, you're having like almost a burst in energy, excitement, feeling more passionate about life, and you really don't know where this is coming from. Maybe it's some warm weather coming in for you guys that are in springtime like me, but you're really putting yourself back out there and people are matching your energy. I got the celebration card showing you enjoying life, feeling good, maybe even doing some socializing, and I got the exhaustion card in reverse. So you're going into better times this week. You might even be doing some traveling, but this amazing energy you're projecting is what's going to call in your person. You're taking control of the situation, if you will. So consciously, you're kind of sitting back, you're being silent when it comes to love, and maybe even realizing that you're a magnet with this energy. So you're just going out enjoying life and feeling like, you're going to just call your person in as you will because you're putting yourself out there. right? Here's you putting yourself completely out there, not holding back, not putting on masks. You're receptive, you're open. And this is an amazing energy to bring to the table, Taurus. And exactly what's going to call in someone that's on your level. I mean, in all reality, we want someone that's going to match our energy and not being playing games. And you're making all the right moves. All right, so we're moving forward to Taurus that recently met someone. And this could be somebody, you know, that you're dating, you've been talking to or curious about, maybe even flirting with. All right. You might have this person venting towards you. I'm not really venting at you, not like coming at you angry per se, but about things that's going on in their life, things that they're experiencing, and pretty much why they can't put themselves out there for love. That's what I'm getting, is this person's coming through like, oh, this is, you know, I'm in a very chaotic time. I'm having a really rough time, and I just don't know if I have what it takes to put the energy into this connection that would be needed. Okay, I see this person thinks you're very amazing, very attracted to you, thinks you walk a path of your own, that you're kind of a rebel, very assertive, confident, and they're just not really feeling it themselves. About themselves. So I don't feel like this is a projection of you or how they feel about you, but they know they've been kind of sitting back and they've been postponing. They're not coming forward like, you know, they think that you would desire them to do. But I feel like this is more because of what they're going through in their personal life. So if you were wondering if this person's really attracted to you, if they're being friendly or, you know, just wasting time, whatever it may be, they're definitely attracted to you. But career-wise, money-wise, and they might even have house issues. It's kind of seeming to be the barrier here. So the timing is off, my dear. I would be, yeah, I was going to say, I would just keep this at a friendly level. And maybe there could be some chances for a, you know, a deeper connection later on. But the guides are kind of matching that energy, saying, yep, keep it friendly. Just, you know, keep it friendly. Distrust going too fast with this person and moving in right now and getting your emotions involved. Okay, so they mean well, they like you, but they're not ready for a deep level connection. So maybe with the right timing in the future, it's a possibility, Aries. Or Taurus, excuse me, Taurus. All right, so we're moving forward with Taurus and career. Career and finances. Guys, what do we see? Give me some direct answers right now. Oh my goodness, I can't keep hold of the cards today, you guys. Let's see what they say. I always say this is a guy's getting impatient with me because I'm shuffling too much. Stay silent on any new business ideas or money coming in. That is a direct message from the guides. I have a past life card, so I'm a little bit on the fence of what this means. But they're saying, you know, not to give your money out, not to tell people about your money, or a new business adventure. Something's coming in place that's meant to be for you, and you don't want to affect that by breaking the silence on, yeah, I got not being receptive. So you don't have to base your emotions on what anybody thinks about your business plans, you know, your financial matters or any of the sort. So no sharing this week, all right? Keep it to yourself. And that's going to help you open up to more possibilities of growing, whatever your idea is, or maybe even somebody coming forward with a new idea. Yeah, something might be revealed to you. No. I mean, that's a possibility as well, but I think I was missing the point here. All right, so something that you want to do, other people might not understand, okay? So maybe you have a new business adventure, a new idea that you're feeling really good about, and you don't need to go tell somebody because they're going to be a Susie Downer, because they're not going to see it from your perspective. No way that you put it. And that's actually why you have this idea, is because you're supposed to bring it to fruition and show people you know, is potential and all that goodness, because they're not going to get it from your words. All right. So you go tell them, you know, they're going to kind of like piss on your parade. All right. Let's be honest, Taurus. They're going to pee on your parade, and they're going to be a Susie Downer, and you're not going to want to hear it. And if you just keep it to yourself, look, you know, hide back your ideas. You know, you're going to grow your love for this idea, your passion for this idea. And that's what's going to make this really, you know, a financial endeavor worth investing in, that you're going to feel good about, that you're going to be abundant about. So keep it to yourself, Taurus. Nobody's supposed to understand. Yeah. You're supposed to show them the way. All right, Taurus, I love reading for you. If you're looking for more details, please don't hesitate to reach out to me on Keen for a personalized reading or to read my ratings. All links below. All right, so we are moving forward to Gemini. Hi, Gemini. Thank you so much for being here. Looks like it's getting cloudy out here. I was so happy that the sun was shining this morning. But, I mean, whatever. I like gloomy days, too. I don't know about you guys, but I feel more myself in a thunderstorm. All right. Let's see. Gemini. Gemini singles guides. What do we see? Give us some direct answers right now. You haven't really came past anybody recently that you feel drawn to, right? Not completely. And you feel like nobody's really paying attention to you. And here's the best part about what I'm saying is, you know your worth. That none of this matters, that you know, that you don't have your eyes on anyone, and no one has their eyes on you, that you're aware of. You're okay with it. You know your worth. You're the empress or emperor, and you're just shining and doing your thing. And people see you as very, you know, beautiful or handsome. They see you as very passionate, very courageous, intelligent. So all that you're bringing to the table, even though if it's not noticed this week, or you feel like it's not noticed this week, is, you know, throwing out all this amazing energy. So you're getting ahead of the manifestation, if you will, and calling in your person. And I got awareness. So I wanted to leave it open that that's how you feel, not necessarily what's really going on, that somebody doesn't have their eye on you, because this is what I'm getting. I got awareness. And Two of Wands. All right. So people are definitely checking you out and, you know, wanting to know if you're single. You know, they think you're a passionate being. And, well, let's get real with it. They want to hook up. They want a taste of that. And I'm feeling like you have no idea. You're completely clueless. Look at it, beyond illusion. And they may reveal themselves this week, but I feel like it's going to, you know, it could be towards the end of the week. You know, timing is fluid. And it can change and be differ than when I am telling you. So yeah, but look, this is what I'm getting, is a lover revealing itself. So you have a new love coming forward. How cool is that? So I wouldn't, you know, even concern yourself in the least, and I feel like you're not, about what interest you're getting or not getting, because you have a passionate connection coming just around the corner. And you guys, when it happens, let me know, okay? Send me a message. Be like, Miss G, we're so right. All right, so we are shuffling these babies. I might be able to talk today, you guys. Just maybe. All right. We are moving forward to Geminis that have recently met someone. And this could be somebody you're dating, flirting with, or just interested in. Guys, what do we see for Gemini? Give me some direct answers right now. Ooh. All right, so I see you kind of coming out of your comfort zone, putting yourself out there more, enjoying life with this person. I pick up a lover's energy. You guys might have went to a celebration of sorts, like a wedding, or maybe just, celebrating and enjoying life, living your best life. This person's been a little bit up and down, but it seems to balance out as this week goes, okay? So as we start the week, we're really in a natural flow together, enjoying one another, and it's kind of like a lovey-dovey kind of energy, and then they might back off a little bit before they come forward being really passionate once again. But if they do, they're going to bring some understanding of why, and I also see them being more open about how they feel about you. All right, so I have the creativity card here. So, they think you are a good catch, very beautiful or handsome, creative and intelligent, and they're wanting to bring more energy to the table for this connection to grow. So that's the beautiful news, is I feel like this person's going to up their game with you this week, Aries, or I might get this right at some point, Gemini. All right, so very cool. I'm happy to see that for you. All right. We are moving forward to career and finances. Guys, what do we see? Give me some direct answers right now for Gemini around finances. For some of you, maybe you've had an overload of work. This week, you're going to find out better ways of doing your job. Blending things better with your personal time, work time, because you're putting too much in work. You need an ordinary flow, like a schedule. That's what I'm getting. So maybe a lot of you are like me and you're not a big fan of schedules. And recently it was like, oh, well, I'm unlimited time, so we kind of have to have a schedule. But before, for a couple of years, I was just kind of going, trying as much as I could to go with the energy of the day, with the vibe, what I felt like doing in a moment, what I was inspired to do. I guess that's a good way to put it. And it can be fun some days and definitely needed, but we need to learn how to balance things so we're not getting overloaded with our responsibilities and the things that we do feel inspired to do. So you're feeling moved to fill out, micromanage things, get things into place like they're supposed to, because it might be affecting your work, or you feel like it might be affecting how much you're actually making. And rightness and reverse, I would have to say in a way, maybe you're right, because you'll be more relaxed, you'll be more in alignment with what you're trying to bring to the table, because you're not worrying about all the small details of things, right? So I feel like that's a good place for your focus this week, and it's helping you build a good foundation of making more money. All right, Gemini, good job. I love seeing that for you. Please don't hesitate to reach out via Keen. My link is down below. You can get a personalized reading, or you can read my ratings. All right. We are moving forward to Cancer. And we're going to start right in, you guys. We're going directly to Cancer singles. Guys, what do we see for our Cancer singles? We need direct answers right now. Oh, you are hiding out, isolating yourself, or at least you have been. You're building your confidence. You're ready to put yourself out there. Whoa, look at this Lovers card. Maybe you met someone. We'll get into that in a minute. But for majority of you, I feel like somebody's going to come forward to you later on this week. And this is a Lover's energy. And this is somebody very handsome or good looking. They like to enjoy life. And they might even invite you on a celebration, or to go out and just kind of, enjoy life. Maybe, listening to some music, having some drinks, something of the nature of that. So very cool. I feel like you're lacking courage and putting yourself out with this person. And the guys are saying, This person isn't looking for a deep connection when it boils down to it, but a date or two, enjoying life could be okay. It just really depends on what you're looking for. All right? So keep in mind that this isn't a serious connection, but it could definitely be fun entering around the later in the week. And you guys, timing's fluid. You know, a lot of people say I'm really good at timing, and that's lovely to hear and all. I'm glad that I have been able to do that for you guys. But keep in mind that all that could change, you know, so it's just kind of something that's nice to hear and sometimes comes in place, but not always. All right. We are throwing cards already. Wow. All right. So this is for recent meets. This could be somebody you're talking to, dating, flirting with, something of that nature. And I'm seeing like this person is going to bring a new energy to the table around communications and how they make you feel. You could be deepening your emotions or feeling really connected with this person. There could even be a deep level conversation where it feels like your energies are kind of combining, which is very beautiful to see. Oh yeah, creator of passion. So you are definitely very drawn to this person and vice versa. Later in the week, you could be also a little confused about what this person wants, okay? So even though beginning of the week we're vibing, we feel connected, we're having good communication, and you know the flirty energy and the passion is raising, the anticipation of getting together, and then later on in the week you might be a little confused. There might be a change in energy that's just like, wait a minute, what's going on here? The guides are saying to fasten your seatbelt, that this journey is far from over, and beyond your illusion, this person's going to come forward and pursue you, okay? So if they're making you wonder later in the week, just be patient and see what new energy they're going to bring, because I think they're going to surprise you. All right. We are moving forward to Cancer's finances and career. Guys, what do we see? Give me some direct answers right now. Money, 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 money. Sorry, you guys, I can't sing. I won't do that again. I would have to say that's a good sign, even though, you know, I'm really off tune, that some money is going to be coming into you this week. All right. And the first card I get is abundance card, the King of Pentacles, showing that abundance. So if you've been waiting on some money, it is coming your way. And it might come in a lump sum this week. Like, you know, this could be something you've been waiting on, that you're excited about. And I feel like this is going to bring in some potential for you to, you know, move your career or your business to the next level. And you're just going to sit back for a minute, which I think is a great thing. You're going to sit back and think about this before you make any kind of moves to figure out what is the best move for you. And I also see you staying silent about what your next move is, or maybe that you have got this lump sum of money, which the guides are in complete support of. They're saying keep it to yourself, which seems to be the overall flow this week with all the 12 zodiac or the zodiacs I've done so far. You're only the fourth. That, you know, keep your money to yourself. So somebody might be wanting to come in and borrow money, or, you know, see your abundance and want a taste of that. So no reason to be sharing this week. Okay, Cancer? Keep it to yourself. But I'm glad to see great things for you around money. And yeah, live it up and let me know if you need more details. My link is down below. All right, so we are moving forward to Leo. One second, you guys. I'm looking for my pen. I get really loopy in these readings, so I like to mark where I'm at in case I forget. All right, Leo, thank you so much for being here. We're going to start right into Leo singles. Guys, what do we see? Give me some direct answers right now. Leo singles. Wow. You are letting go of pursuing love. I don't want to say you're letting go of the idea of love, but, you know, maybe going to dating sites or trying to put yourself out there, things of that nature. You know, I feel like there's almost a sense of awareness that you have a person out there that's meant to be with you. And when the timing is right, they're going to come forward, right? So you're not doing, or you've stopped doing things like dating sites, you know, trying to meet somebody, and you're going more with the flow. And I like that energy. I think that's going to work great for you. It's helping you let go of the past. It's opening up new possibilities on a passionate level. And it's really putting yourself out there more than you're aware of. All right, because it's not, you know, in our physical bodies, but on an energetic level. You know, you're putting off the energy of being ready. And it's calling in your person, because you're calling in somebody that's just as matching of that energy. So very beautiful. Towards the end of the week, you might have somebody coming in that you build a foundation with at some point, maybe wanting more of your attention, lacking some patience with you. This person is, you know, good as a friend. Yeah. Good as a friend. Keep them as a friend. No reason to make them enemies. But if you were talking to somebody in the past, or somebody seemed interested in you and they kind of move in this week seeming agitated that you haven't matched your energy, know that you made a good move keeping them at a friend level. All right. So we are moving forward. To recent meets. So if you've been dating someone, talking to someone, flirting with them, or just curious, this reading is for you, Leo. All right. Recent meets guides. What do we see? Give me some direct answers right now. Off to a rough start this week. I got going with the flow in reverse. So not feeling really connected with this person. Maybe they're being a little distant. Or the energy is feeling awkward between the two of you. You may even say something, you know, to try to lighten the mood. Maybe not, you know, say the energy's off and bring attention to it or something on the lines of that. But, you know, you might be reaching out to this person, trying to lighten the energy. And even though you're kind of, you know, lacking some patience with them, I see that being beneficial. So if you were on the fence, should I message this person? Should I try to lighten up the energy here? I would definitely do so, because I feel like they're going to come in very friendly, very affectionate. And the ending result is that you're going to end up getting some of their time. All right. But here's what you really need to be aware of is there's a third party. Okay, so if this person is a little bit distant, it might be because they're dating other people as well. They have other interests. I don't know if that's a deal breaker for you, but I don't feel like they're completely connected with that person. And then by the end of the week, a very flirty energy is coming forward. You're getting lots of their attention. And I do feel like they're actually wanting commitment. That's what they're, you know, out there dating for. They're not just trying to, you know, hook up with somebody and run from one person to the next. All right, Leo, so keep that in mind. And this is the energy I see being shared at the end of the week. Beautiful. All right, guys, we are moving forward to Leo's career and money. What do you see? We need details right now. something that's going to be revealed to you probably around the beginning of the week, maybe even today, that you lack some understanding about, you know, why you can't make something work, why things aren't being blending, but it's going to put you in a new direction. And you're going to find a new path to make this happen. So, you know, it might be somewhat, you know, upsetting to a degree, but you're not going to sit on it, right? You're going to take action. And that's what I like to see, is you going full force in a new direction, clearing that slate, not worrying about how it didn't work, but being bold, assertive, being that rebel, and finding a new way. And that's what's really going to help you, Leo, bring in your money. So the guides are saying, yeah, stop pushing in that direction. You're right to. Don't put your energy in that direction whatsoever anymore, and look for a new way. You're right. It's hitting blockages, you know, road closed signs for a reason. The universe is trying to guide you another way that's going to be better for you. All right. And I feel like by the end of the week, you're going to be feeling good about it, and you are going to be taking actions in that direction. All right. Thank you, Leo. I love you being here. Please don't hesitate to reach out. My link's down below. You can get a more personalized reading or read my ratings. But please at least make sure you're subscribing, liking, and sharing this with your friends, you guys. I'm going to be doing this every single week. All right, we're moving forward to Virgo. Hi, Virgo. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to move right into singles. Guys, what do we see for Virgo singles? Give me some direct answers right now. Wow. So you're just sitting back. You're not reaching out to anybody. You're not pursuing anybody. And I don't even feel like you have your eye on anybody. Like nobody's caught any kind of interest. And you're just kind of maybe focusing on your work, your career. But you kind of got a negative view when it comes to love and romance. You're like, oh, I don't see anybody that's worth my time. All right. So don't be surprised, you know, midweek, you know, to later in the week, you do receive a message from somebody, and you know what? They're not worth your attention and time. Okay. So if you were looking for that confirmation that this person that keeps popping up in your DMs when they get bored, that they don't have the best intent in mind, look at this. Here's the Innocent card in reverse. All right, so when this person pops up this week, let it go. Let go of the past. This is just keeping you in this energy, this negative vibe that you got going on, and keeping you from being here, sharing your passion and enjoying life and calling someone forward that matches that energy. So I feel like this week's clearing the slate with this person. You know, letting them go, realizing the energy that you sent out that called that in, and, you know, raising your vibe or taking the time to heal, whatever is working for you. Okay, Virgo? I just feel like, you know, you're very aware, very in tune, and I think that's going to be a good outcome for you. Bring in a good outcome for you. All right, cool. So we're moving forward to Virgos that recently met someone. This could be someone you're dating, interested in, flirting with. You guys, behind you, Phoenix, my beardy, is just surfing her enclosure. She's giving me a show. So if you see me looking past you, that's what I'm looking at. She's so adorable. I am completely in love. All right, so I see this person kind of moving in slow earlier in the week. You're getting attention from them. It feels good. It's nice, lighthearted. It might take them a little bit more midweek to be a little bit more courageous with you, starting to put off the vibe that they want to keep you, that they feel like you're their one and only. And during the end of the week, they're really starting to master this. You're getting impressed by this person and the energy they're bringing to the table. They're coming off loyal, balanced, somebody that would be, family oriented, or at least career, or relationship oriented. And even though you haven't raised a passion much, you know, there's not a lot of flirty energy. This person's letting you know that a relationship is definitely what they're looking for. And I think that's a great start, you guys. So I wouldn't discredit this person quite yet. All right. So we're moving forward to Virgo, career and finances. Guys, what do we see around money? We need some direct answers right now. You guys, she's over there waving at me. As soon as I get, she's a new baby to the family. As soon as I get her a little bit more tame and chill it out, she's going to be joining me in my readings, you guys. She'll be just sitting right here on my shoulder. All right. As you start in the week, there could be some feelings of being dispassionate about how slow money's coming in. I've got something about a postponement, but it's in reverse, so it's clearing air, okay? So let those feelings go because it's coming in. I see you having plenty of money to save and have fun with as well. And by the end of the week, you're really starting to realize that you're building a good foundation for yourself. You're feeling more patient because you're starting to see, you know, your success come in, your hard work paying off. And it says beyond your illusion how amazing you could feel compared to how you're starting this week. And I'm not trying to say that, you know, you're not starting this week, you know, put off great energy, ready to manifest. But I feel like there's been some postponements over the last couple of weeks that are kind of weighing on you. And you're like, oh, I hope this clears. So no, it is. By midweek, you should be feeling good about that. That should be a thing of the past. So there's no reason to put your focus on it now, is kind of what the guides are saying. You know, to get ahead of the manifestation with the amazing energy and just kind of, you know, act like it's already in a bank, if you will. All right. So great job, Virgo. If you want a more personalized reading, the link is right down below, you guys. Okay, I am moving forward to Libra. Welcome, Libras. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you're subscribing, liking, and sharing, please. Just show a little bit of support. I'm going to be doing these readings every week just for you. Wow, Libra. For some of you, you could be still hurting over a past love, wondering why they haven't come back in the picture. So maybe there was a fight, there was a bad breakup, and it feels like, you know, unfinished business or something in the lines of that. And you really thought they'd pop back up and you guys would clear this out, but it hasn't happened yet. And I feel like this is getting more past tense by the day, right? Like, wow, this is over. And so there's some sadness around that. There's some lack of understanding around that. And you still have feelings for that person. And this could even be somebody, you know, that you broke up with a long time ago that recently you were triggered by something that provoked feelings that you had for this person, past hurts, heartbreaks, and that's kind of coming to the surface because I see there's like a lack of understanding why you would even feel this way, okay? And the guy is just saying, just process it. You know, let it flow, let it go, do what you need to vent it. One of the things that I like to do is just kind of write things down, you know, maybe everything that's going through my mind, and then I figure out what I need to keep and what I need to release, right? And any thoughts about this past person, because they're not coming back, you guys. That is definitely over with for majority of you, okay? So, yeah, we got to clear that slate, and any thoughts about them or about the heartbreak that involves them or whatever it is, I'd be releasing it, all right? I'd be letting that go. I would burn it, and I would just refocus and realign to the energy that you really do desire. And know that replacing this person with somebody new is not going to help. It's not going to stop you from thinking about this person or feeling heartbroken, because I feel like some of you are like, oh, if I just had this new sexy person, I would just definitely get over this, right? Which, you know, I'm not saying you shouldn't start putting yourself out a little bit to help you heal, to move past this and getting used to putting yourself out again. But just replacing somebody with somebody is not going to help. And that's what we have a lot going on in a dating pool right now. And it's a lot of people just bleeding on one another because they haven't took the time to heal. All right, so let's make sure we're not doing that, but also know that this process here is already working on your next relationship. All right, so you're already doing the work. So you're feeling like, oh, I'm wasting time. That's really not the case. All right, you letting go of these emotions, trying to understand why you still feel that way, processing it, getting ready for the new, it's making your person do the same, or influencing them to do the same. Let's put it that way. So you're doing a great job, Virgo. I feel like, or Libra, I feel like this is a really good move for you. And the guides are confirming that. Look at that. This is what you're calling in. Relationship, moving to the next level. With somebody that's a master. This is somebody that's trustworthy, that has their life together, that, you know, understands the energy that's needed to bring forward for commitment, marriage, all that goodness. All right. So very good job, Libra. I am moving forward to Libras that recently met someone. This could be somebody you were dating, flirting with, or just curious about. Guys, what do we see? Give me some direct answers right now. The cards are getting thick. All right, wow. This does not look good, Libra. I'm going to be very, very direct with you. I see like you're trying to go with the flow over the lack of attention from this person. Their lack of notice or lack of attention, maybe even conversation, depending on where you are in this connection. You're trying not to be conflicted by it, right? But by the end of the week, it starts to become, it starts weighing on you. It starts to be very evident that, you're not going to have a relationship with this person. All right. So if you're daydreaming about somebody that that's not worth your time and focus, let it go, Libra. Maybe they came in giving you a little bit of attention, and it shows like they're like, throwing you a bone here or there to kind of keep you focused and wanting them. But here's the ending result. Yeah. This is somebody that's just looking for ego strokes. They're not wanting to commit, and they might try to project otherwise. And at the end of the week, I got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. You're either going to be fully aware or kind of on the fence, like, oh, I just really don't know where this is going. So here's your confirmation. It's not going anywhere. Yep. And they have people that they're not telling you about as well. So not only is there a third party energy, I feel like there's more. Like this person is dating multiple people, or they're flirting with multiple people. So if they're popping into your DMs, you could probably expect that this person is probably popping into several different people's DMs, okay? I'm not going to sugarcoat that for you, Libra. I don't want you to get down a path you don't need to be on. So I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm always going to be very, very direct with you, okay? All right. So let's move forward. We are moving forward to career. Career and money. Guys, what do we see? Oh, cards are flopping out the deck. Some things might be revealed to you that, you were kind of hoping that would happen, but you didn't think was going to happen. I got the Beyond Illusion in reverse. So, it's kind of like the feeling of pipe dreams, or, it could have been a possibility, but you're not really sure about it. So if there was something you're wanting career-wise that you sent out there, the Rightness card in reverse, I feel like it's still an opportunity. Just might not fall in place yet this week. It could even be a resume, an application into something, and you're wanting to hear back. It could even be a company that you work for. Maybe you're applying for a different position at the place of your place of work. Know that, they still could come forward with the offer, and even if you don't hear from them this week, right? Because in a week, I'm seeing silence, and you kind of freaking out, like, oh, I guess this isn't happening. All right, but yeah, this is what I'm seeing. This is what I'm seeing as time going, because so it really could happen. For a lot of you, you are going to get an offering, okay? So keep your head up And let me know if it falls in place, Libra. And if you need details, I'm here for you. Links down below. All right. We are moving forward to Scorpio. Hi, Scorpio. Thank you for being here with me today. We're going to start with singles, move into recent meets, and end with career and money. All right, guys. We need some answers for Scorpio. Hold on, you guys. I got to mark this so I don't get off track here. Scorpio. All right. Guys, what do we see for Scorpio singles? Give me some direct answers right now. Wow, for a lot of you, you're working on your career, you're working on your finances, and you're just having trust and faith when the timing's right, your person is going to reveal themselves to you. And I feel like you're right. I feel like you're building a really good foundation of growth. You're building the life that you desire. And when you throw that energy out there, you have somebody coming forward, your person coming forward, matching that energy, right? And here's the ending result. We got it in the reverse form, saying they're yet to come forward, but they're working on their self too. So they're going to be coming forward, flowering you with attention, love, worked with their career, being financially abundant, feeling stable and balanced. So you're not probably going to see them this week, but you're building that trust and faith that you're throwing out the right energy, you're going the right direction, and you're feeling good about life. So I love that, Scorpio. That's exactly what you need to do to be calling in your person. So very beautiful. All right, so we're moving forward to Scorpio recent meets. Guys, what do we see? Give me some direct answers right now. Scorpio recent meets. And this could be somebody you're dating, talking to, flirting with. Oh. So this person's going to come forward probably around the beginning of the week, maybe tomorrow or today, something on the lines of that. And I'm seeing lots of messages for you, and they might just be popping in all of a sudden, right? And they start getting really bold with you, very assertive. They're kind of putting off the suggestion that they want commitment with you. They want to build with you. And then you kind of get, hit a wall with them. And I don't want to put it that way, but the messages kind of stop for a day or two. And I don't feel like there's a lot of concern for you. So maybe there's something happening that you're aware of, because I see you just kind of be impatient about the matter. Maybe they're traveling or something on the lines of that. I got letting go in reverse. So I feel like you both have feelings for one another. And the ending card here is a Two of Wands. Feeling good about this connection and the possibilities. Future possibilities. Yeah. So very cool. And I feel like there is potential here. This person is very passionate, and I'm just going to put it out there. I think they'd be good in bed. You got yourself somebody that's very bold, they're a rebel, they love living life, they're adventurous in spirit, and I say this person's probably a fire sign if I was to guess. All right, very cool. So we are moving forward to Scorpio's money, finances, and career. Scorpio, guys, what do we see? Give me a direct answer right now. Oh, you are mastering it this week. I love this already. You're not completely happy with where everything is, but you are feeling good about the progress so far. Midweek, you're celebrating, you're enjoying life. And my suggestion is to stay in alignment with that, because later in the week, you might start second guessing yourself, start lacking in energy a little bit. So let's make sure we're meditating, remembering what the feelings of this feels like, and realigning to that when we have little dippers, because when we enter this week, I don't don't know if it's blessings coming from the universe or signs coming in, synchronicities to let you know you're on the right path. You could even, be making more money this week or more money coming your direction. But you're feeling good. You're feeling like you're mastering and things are happening for you. And you're right, Scorpio. You're exactly right. You just got to stay in alignment with that energy. All right. So very beautiful, Scorpio. I love seeing that for you. Just so you know, if you don't know already, I'm going to be doing this every week. I'll be doing weekly readings. At least I'm going to attempt, you guys. I do deal with some health problems on and off that kind of, causes some barriers for me. But I'm going to do my best to be here for you. All right? So make sure you're subscribing, liking, and sharing. And we are moving forward to Sagittarians. Guys, what do we see for our beautiful Saggies? Thank you for being here, Saggies. We're going to go straight into Saggy singles. Guys, what do we see for single Sagittarians? Give me some direct answers right now. Feeling as if your existence doesn't matter. And I don't know if that's the case. I'm not going to say you're low energy and feel like nobody's paying attention to me. But you don't feel like anybody's focused on you and love. You're putting yourself out there. At least you're open and receptive if somebody wanted to come forward. But you're just not on that pathway with anybody right now. And for some of you, you're not even necessarily receptive. You're just kind of like, if a person comes forward, I might debate it. But, you're not looking for love. You're not trying to go that direction. And this is something that, is a decision that you have made. This isn't something that you're just doing out of heartbreak or something. This is a decision you made that you're putting love on the back burner. All right. People look at you as a rebel. They look at you as bold, assertive, confident, and you create a lot of passion within people, okay? And people find you fun, energetic, and you just make them feel their self. You have that energy about you that people feel comfortable in your energy, okay? So know that there's tons of options for you when you're ready, Saggy. So it's okay that you're not wanting to put yourself out there for love, or maybe you're just not looking for it and you're open to it, because when your person's supposed to enter, it's going to happen. Timing's everything, right? So you taking this time out and kind of working on your career, whatever it may be, and focusing personally into yourself is the best energy that you could possibly be bringing forward this week. All right, very cool. Love seeing that for you, Saggy. And we are moving forward to Sagittarians that recently met someone. And this could be somebody you're dating, talking to, flirting with, or just curious about. All right, guys. What do we see for our Saggies? Recent meets. So I feel like this person's coming forward. They might be sending some messages towards you, but they're not going, wild. They're not being over the top romantic, passionate towards you. They're not, putting out any kind of real feeling, or if they are, you can tell it's just, being friendly, or, just saying something, if you will. By midweek, things really start to slow down. And by the end of the week, it's really evident to you that you are not the focus of this person. And honestly, the energy I see coming from this person, I would be relieved, okay? Because you are a passionate being. You're energetic. You're adventurous. You love to have fun. And this person is not matching that energy, okay, Saggy? So I would be clearing that out. And the guys are saying, you know it. I got the understanding card in reverse showing that this is coming very clear to you that this is a no-go. So yeah, clear the slate, Saggy, and get ready for new love. And of course, if you need details, I'm here for you. My link is down below. And I am shuffling these babies. We're going to move forward to career. Career and finances for Saggy. Guides, what do we see? Give me some direct answers right now. Let's watch what we're manifesting, right? I got the Two of Wands where you're kind of juggling finances. We got this in a reverse form where you're feeling like you're not creating good bonds. You're not making good connections. I got the Dream card in a reverse card. You're feeling like on the outsides of things, there's silence coming from where you're wanting to hear from others, you know, things of that nature. Know that you are okay. You're not about to lose your career. You're not about to lose your savings, whatever it may be that you're scared of, it's not happening. Okay, so if you've been given an opportunity, an offering of some sort, it's still in the manifestation. All right, so you might be, you know, up and down this week like, and it's really affecting your energy. Remember, Saggy, how passionate you are, how much you manifest with your energy, and don't allow yourself to go there. Let's get ahead of these manifestations because that's what you've already done. And that's what's brought in this amazing energy of this, you know, opportunity that's coming in. So you're feeling like you're on the outsides of things, but you're absolutely not. It just hasn't completely came in. So if the opportunity has not been offered, something hasn't been said, know it still could happen next week. All right. So tune into your energy, keep your energy up. Don't be sending any large lump sums of money this week. Watch what you speak. Don't talk about how you need to save money, make more money, or anything in between because you are abundant, my dear. You don't need to be projecting that energy out. Nothing but fabulous energy of how inspired you are, how supported you are by the universe that you can bring whatever you want to the table, and it's going to come to fruition. All right, Saggy? Very beautiful. I'm here for you. You guys, don't hesitate to reach out or read my ratings. I know I keep saying it, but my link is right down below. All right, so we are moving forward to Capricorns, and we're going to start right into Capricorn singles. Hi, Cappies. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please make sure you're liking, sharing, and subscribing. All right, guys. We need some direct answers for Capricorns. Single Capricorns. What do you see? All right. Wow. Somebody might come in pursuing you. Either way, the next person coming in, I would say, is relationship material. I see them being very open, really ready for relationship. And the energy that they're going to come in with, you're going to be a little bit surprised that they're going to want that deep connection with you because it just feels so good. It just feels so right. But at the same time, you're not going to be surprised because it just feels right, right? And you're not consciously aware maybe of who this person is. Maybe this is going to be a new person that will arrive this week. Maybe even just pulling into your DMs. You might just even meet this person. But I feel like for a while now, you've been in a healing period and you haven't been putting yourself out there. But now this person's coming forward. They're wanting commitment. And I feel like you match that energy. You're not looking for a hookup. You're wanting your one and your only. And this is what I'm seeing here, Capricorn. This is very cool. Past life connection. So this person's a past life connection for you. All right. They're saying you don't have to be scared. You can let go of all your concerns. This person's very honest in nature, very trustworthy. So I don't know if they're going to come in this week, but I feel like they definitely could. But the next one in, I'd be taking a deeper look at. And I feel like you're going to sense it, Capricorns. You're going to know it. All right, so we're going to move forward to Capricorns that recently met someone. Guys, what do we see? Give me some direct answers right now. Wow, you guys, I have a pink princess over here, and if my eyes are not deceiving me, it has 3 complete pink leaves, brand new. I just love that baby. I'm going to have to show you guys. Comment down below if you want me to show you. All right. So we are moving forward to recent meet Capricorns. All right, so the first thing I see is you're clinging to the past. So to me, this is saying that, you know, you're carrying some old baggage that maybe calling in old scenarios with a new person, and they're saying you need to kind of let that go. It's either that or you're carrying some blockages that's, you know, helping you master this connection. And I think you're aware of that, right? I got the awareness with MasterCard. Like, you got yourself a good catch here. And they are feeling connected to you. And I got the Harmony card, but it's in the reverse form. So it's almost like they're a little bit conflicted. But at the same time, they're here, they're receptive, they're open, they're going with the flow, kind of seeing where this leads with you. But you're also noticing how unhealed you are, right? I think for a majority of you, the fears of commitment, this person is triggering it. And you're fully aware that you're not ready for love. I got this in reverse form, even though you're kind of enjoying this. And that's okay, Capricorn. I mean, you could even use this as a situation, you know, to get yourself used to putting yourself back out there again, flirting and being in a dating pool. Or you could, you know, move slowly with this person. Maybe even be honest with them about where you stand, that, you know, you're just going to need some time. And they'll probably move on, but, you know, you'll make a friend in the process. I feel like they're a really good person. They already have feelings for you, care about your best interests, and, you know, would love to hear that from you if that's something you don't want, okay? That would clear the slate for them as well. And they wouldn't be upset about it. You guys could continue being friends if that's what you need in this time. All right, very beautiful. We are moving forward to career and finances for Capricorn. Guys, what do I see? What do I see? What do you see? Give me some direct answers right now. You are in your ordinary flow. And I don't know why that's weighing on you. Like, I feel like you have your career you've been at for a long time. You got this schedule. You do the same thing and it works for you. It's paying the bills. But I got this healing card in reverse. Maybe that you're just feeling a little guilty about it. Maybe you feel like you could bring more to the table to make more money. Maybe you could be working a second job or a weekend job or doing something passive income that you've been kind of sitting on because you're lacking courage. But you know that some more finances would probably be better for you, but you're feeling a little dispassionate about what you would need to do to make that happen. And from what I can see here, you work hard, you've done a good job at that. So I wouldn't feel guilty or let that weigh on you that you're not wanting to invest more of your life in that direction. Okay. But there is something, and I've seen this quite a bit for you guys, Capricorns. As there is something that, you know, that you're passionate about or would be passionate about that you can make money at, that would give you more control of your life, more control of your happiness. And you could, you know, work it into your ordinary flow where, of course, you could be investing more time. But if you enjoy it and you like it, it's not really work per se, right? So I keep that door open with the ideas of flowing in. Don't let it weigh on you and feel, you know, guilty or lazy of any sort, because I feel like you're definitely invested yourself in doing good career-wise in general. But you're wanting to, you know, upgrade to here, you know, the complete abundance, right? And I can understand that. I'm a go-getter. I always want more too. So, you know, maybe this week isn't the time to put yourself out there, but maybe manifesting, you know, see it, feel it, live it. You just see maybe with some good ideas for you, some ways that you could, you know, invest yourself, how good it would feel doing it, what the outcome would be from calling out your life, which is, you know, the abundance, of course, that money. And then, you know, let it go to the universe and see where it goes. All right, Cappy, thank you so much for joining me. My link's down below. Don't hesitate to reach out. And we are moving forward to Aquarians. Guys, what do we see? Give me some direct answers right now for single Aquarians. And thank you for joining me, Aquarians. I'm happy that you're here. All right. Wow. For being single, you're feeling very content. You're feeling yourself. You're working on a career. You feel like you got a good foundation in your life. Everything's balanced. And you feel good about you. You're creating your own passion, your own happiness, your own joy, and you're just really mastering it, right? That's what I really feel for you, Aquarian, that you feel like, hey, I'm mastering it. That, you know, it doesn't matter that I don't have a love right now because I'm building such a great foundation that, you know, my person's going to come forward is definitely going to, you know, want a part of this, a taste of this. And, you know, even though there's some postponements on finding your love, you haven't let that go. You know timing is everything. And when your person is meant to be here, they're coming in the picture. Because you'd be letting it go, it'd be like this, right? We got it in the reverse form. So you're holding on to, you know, all this love, all your passion that you're holding for your person to come forward in. And you feel like you haven't met them yet, but you are just working on you, your career, your foundation. And I think it's working for you, Aquarian. Because it's going to call in your person in the exact same state. Balance, harmonize, ready to live their best life. All right, very cool. Aquarians that recently met someone. Guys, what do we see? Getting some direct answers right now. And this could be somebody you've been flirting with, talking to, maybe even dating. Oh, you have hit a blockage with this person. Maybe they're not messaging or they're taking a long time in between and you feel like you're hitting walls with this person. You feel like you got a lack of control of where this is heading. And you're emotionally invested and you feel like you don't matter to this person. And this is really weighing on you, right? So maybe they came into the picture making you think that you matter to them and now they're just backing up. And I don't see this changing. Even if they come forward a little bit, this is the energy that they'll keep bringing to the table because I don't feel like they're even concerned about it. I got lack of guilt around, you know, coming forward, stroking your ego, making you think that they're invested in you and then backing up, right? So yeah, I would definitely refocusing Aquarian and taking that time to heal from that, okay? It's a harsh world out here in the dating pool. We got a lot of people that are just like this. And, you know, I'm not saying that they were necessarily coming forward, you know, just trying to waste time or play games with you. But they're definitely not ready for a deep level connection or worth your energy. All right, Aquarians. We are moving forward to career and finances. Guys, what do you see? Give me some direct answers right now around finances for Aquarians. Oh, wow, we got cards jumping out the deck. So I feel like something great can happen at the beginning of this week that's going to let you know that you're on the right track. It's going to make you feel good, let you know the doors open to money. There could even be a lump sum of money that's coming in. And the guys are saying to remember this feeling of abundance, this feeling of excitement, feeling, you know, renewed, because what you're projecting is what's manifesting. All right. And as we go into later in the week, something might happen that makes you feel like you're lacking a little bit of patience around finances and bring in that, you know, survival mode, like you're fighting, that you need to fight for your abundance. And that is not the case. So we need to upgrade back to here in the beginning of the week where, you know, things are feeling good. It feels like doorways are open, opportunities are arising, and finances are growing. Okay. And we even have the rebirth card here, you know, showing some excitement, showing that, oh, you know, I'm back in the game. All right. So let's just make sure we're staying in that energy because you definitely are. You're calling in your abundance and you're doing an amazing job. And I'm proud of you, Aquarians. All right. So I'm always here for you. My link's down below. If you don't know already, I only give personalized readings via Keen. You're more than welcome to pop in weekly and just tune into these readings or get one more personal Doesn't matter to me. I'm just happy you're here with me. All right, so we are moving forward to Pisces. Hi, Pisces. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I am already throwing cards, you guys. Oh, my goodness. So we're going to start right into singles. Pisces, singles. Ooh, somebody is going to be revealing their self to you around midweek. Somebody feels really passionate about you, going to be coming forward very flirty. Know that this was just temporary. They're not looking for a relationship, and they're probably going to, go silent by the end of the week before it's over with. But it's just kind of showing you that people are drawn to you, Pisces. That, people do want to partake in your energy. They are very attracted to you. And it's just kind of opening your eyes to the effect you have on others. I see you've been healing from a past love here. You're turning in. You're doing it pretty good at it. But you're still kind of hiding it out. Not putting yourself really out there for love. So you were kind of surprised, or will be surprised, when this person kind of pops up in a picture, doting on you, flirting with you. And like I said, it's just kind of letting you know that, wow, people are really still drawn to me, So that's the good news. And this is how you start to feel because of this interaction, the Temperance. So it doesn't matter if you're male or a female. People are very sexually drawn to your energy, and this is what opens up Two of Wands, possibilities for passionate connections. So this week's all about opening your eyes to how sexy you really are, Pisces, and how many people really want to partake in that energy. I'm being silly, Pisces, but people are drawn to you, and you're going to start seeing that more and more. All right. Shuffling these babies, and we're moving forward to Pisces that recently met someone. This could be somebody you're flirting with, interested in, talking to. Oh, man. They're going to be enlightening you some things about them. This is about money, money, money. Their career, how well they're doing. They're going to be bringing awareness to all of that. They might even tell you about their home. They're going to shock you in some ways and some things they reveal. You might find out this person makes a lot more money than you thought they did. Or maybe they have a more beautiful house or extra houses, something that's significant to bring to the table. But you're going to start realizing what a good catch this person is. Not only are they doing good career-wise, money-wise, but they are, they're the master. They're bringing the energy to the table needed for commitment, love, to build a good foundation together. You can trust in this person. You can know that they're not somebody coming forward wanting to play games, and they do want a commitment. And here's the ending card on this connection is the possibilities, you guys. This could be your one and only. All right, very cool. Love to see that for you, Pisces. And I could definitely give you some more details on that. Reach out to me via Keen. And we're going to move forward. We're going to lay on career and finances for Pisces. My phone is going crazy, you guys. I'm sitting here recording this, and I am seeing tons of phone calls, text messages, social media alerts. All right, Pisces and career. Well, the guys are saying don't let go of doing what you love. That you have no idea the amount of abundance, amazing memories, blessings, and abundance this is going to bring into your life. Yeah, keep sharing your passion. You have tons of money coming your way, and you're yet to finish it. I got the creativity card in reverse. So whatever amazing offering, thing that you're doing, whatever it may be, you're yet to be finished with it. This is just the beginning. You're going to add more to it. You're going to have a moment, aha moment. I couldn't get that out for some reason. Where you're going to be like, oh my goodness, this is what I need to add to it. And I think it's going to happen this week for you. All right. But this is you. You're the Queen of Pentacles, male or female. You have tons of people giving you attention, coming forward with offerings, and lots of money coming your way. You're a passionate being and you need to do what you're passionate about. All right, that's what the guides are saying, that beyond your illusion, the money, the fun, the excitement you're going to have by doing what you are passionate about. All right, Pisces? Awesome. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, I'm here for you. Click on the link down below and don't forget to tune in to next week. Mwah! Blessings.